Alrighty then, so what do you do with your leftover turkey? I don't want to can this because I have plenty canned. I could take one of those jars. What I'm going to do is make creamed turkey. My husband loves this. We put it on toast. It's a basic cream sauce. It could not be easier. So I'm going to pick apart most of this. And then I'm going to use my little cream sauce recipe, which is I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to make myself a little roux. I'm going to slowly add 1 cup of milk, and then later I'm going to put in a tablespoon of sherry. The only thing you don't want to do with this is burn it, all right? So we're going to get our little chunk of butter in our little Magnalite pot. And we're going to get it melting, and then we're going to add our flour. Easy peasy. So our butter's melting. Do not brown your butter. I didn't say nothing about browned butter roux. Okay, so we're just going to do that. So that was about 2 tablespoons. Now I'm just going to take a regular soup spoon from my everyday utensils, chunk myself in some flour. It ain't self-rising, it's all-purpose. And we're going to get it moving around. We got our little plastic whisk so it doesn't make too much noise for you. And remember what we're doing, we've talked about this before. You're cooking off this flour. Okay, you don't want this to taste like flour. So all we got to do is keep it moving. UPS comes to the door, you can't help it. Just focus on doing this little bitty thing. How do you know if you've cooked off the flour? Taste it with a spoon. So now we're going to turn ourselves between low and medium. I like to use my spoon to scrape around the side. It's just utensils. I can wash them. Wash. And notice this is not browning. And this is going to make it thick with our cream sauce. And like I said, we serve it on toast. I think this is my husband's favorite part of a turkey. I already made broth with a large turkey carcass. Got myself 8 pints and 2, because my Presto holds 8 pints, and 2 ice cube trays full of broth. And it was beautiful, rich in color. Oh my God, it was so good. That's all we're doing. I can do it, you can do it. I ain't nothing but a mouse. Now, I know that it is cooked off at this point, so I don't have to taste it, but you can taste it. You can do this low and slow if you're worried about burning it. You'd have to make an effort to mess this up. We don't put our sherry into the end. Ain't nobody getting drunk. The alcohol will cook right off, but it gives it a fabulous flavor. My mother used to put fresh mushrooms in this. I ain't doing that. So now we're going to add our milk. Excuse my racket, my pot's a wiggling. And I've got 1 cup. That's about 1/4 of the cup in there. And again, keep it moving. Get some more. That's the rest of it. This is like molten lava if it hits your arm. It's kind of like when you make a real roux with a cup of oil and a cup of flour. So now you're safe. If it gets too thick, you know what we do? We add a little more milk. You should have plenty of that. Shelf stable that sits on your pantry, evaporated milk. If you don't have fresh. I'm not going to season this because our turkey was very well seasoned. White pepper, black pepper, salt. So I know the flavor is there. I could also take a couple cubes from my turkey stock that I had in those ice cube trays and melt it. I ain't gonna. Instead of milk, you could use part milk and the rest your turkey or chicken stock. It's very flexible. And let's see if you can tell. It's thickening up. Let's see if you can tell the consistency. Here's my spoon. Let's rinse off the back. It's coating my spoon. So now I'm going to turn it to low. If it keeps boiling, I'll take it off the heat. And now I'm going to chop in, scissor in my turkey pieces. Cut them with my kitchen scissors. So there is how much turkey I want in it, and it's too thick. So all I'm going to do is adapt and overcome with some more milk. I could chunk in an ice cube or two of my chicken stock. And when I get this where I want it, then I'm going to add my tablespoon of sherry cooking wine. Oh, so pretty. And it is delicious. Let's do a little bit more. So it looks like that cup of milk, we're doing 1 3/4 cups. Remember, we're 2 people, so I don't need a huge amount of this. That is a beautiful thing. Yes, Lord. Ugh. Almost couldn't open it. There's our sherry. So here's a little piece of toast. I'm just going to eat one. Oh, so cute. Yes. How about that? Turn my heat off. And let's give our little lunch plate a whirl. Oh, yeah. Let's just get some sauce. Uh-huh. It's warm. Oh, yeah. So this is my little lunch before work. My husband will eat it on 2 or 3 pieces of toast because he's an animal. But very, very good. Cream turkey on toast from your leftover turkey. Waste of nothing. Use it all. Have a great one. Okay, here's a little update on the well. A subscriber suggested in a comment that my husband used gutter, and he did, so he re-insulated the pipe. They cannot get in there. He's got something stuffed in there. And then the gutter pipe worked really easy, and so thank you to that subscriber who suggested it. So a squirrel repair update. Well water's flowing.